joys of camping, eh folks?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've just finished week 10 of lockdown here in Spain and we're up on our little roof camp.
Yes.
Enjoying the warm evenings that we're getting now because it has been so hot. The summer has well and truly landed in Spain.
Yeah, it really has. It was like 32 degrees maybe today. But up here, it's not too bad. If you're in the shade and you've got your fans on, we've got a couple of fans going, they've been going all day and it's just about been bearable, hasn't it? So this video, or our next video, was going to be a little tour of our village. But it's just been so hot the last few days that we haven't really felt like being out there filming, so we haven't got all the footage we need yet. So that video will be coming soon. So we thought it would just have you guys along with us this evening. 10 weeks ago today was when we got back from Portugal and just kind of went boom.
Boom, didn't we?
We went boom. So a little barbecue to celebrate. And yeah, so what's been happening? What's happening after 10 weeks of lockdown?
On Monday we go into phase 2. Now we don't actually know what phase 2 means, but it's going to be better than phase 1, isn't it? Yeah, restrictions are going to be lifted slightly. You may have more capacity in restaurants, or we don't actually know, so we'll tell you more about that when we're in phase 2. But yeah, we had our little trip down to the coast and to the big sort of shopping area, which wasn't that enjoyable. We're far from being back to normal at the moment. But here in the village, things even more quiet because we are coming into summer, so it's quite hot. But now I went earlier down to the shops to get supplies for the barbecue and this evening's entertainment. And it was even quieter than normal. Literally, I saw a couple of cars. No one on the streets at all. It's just eerily quiet. Yeah, we were so close to having another member of the exPAWers pack, that sweet little stray dog down by the supermarket. He's so friendly, he comes up to you, but then he sort of runs away and keeps his distance at the same time. And I did phone Sarah on the way back and said, babe, if he follows me back, I'm going to try and get him to the water fountain to give him some water because it was really hot. And if he followed me all the way home, that's it, we would have had another member. But yeah, it is hard because there are a lot of stray dogs in Spain and you can't save them all, but he was so sweet.
So you guys are probably wondering where our pool is. Yes, our kayak pool. If you've seen the last few videos, we've had a pool up here, or a kayak up here, but it got infested by mosquitoes, or the mosquito larvae, ready to hatch into loads of mosquitoes. So we emptied the water out, we cleaned it all out, and then we didn't actually refill the pool. We've kind of put it away for now. Reason behind that is because it's been so hot that we've worried about leaving the pool just sat in the sun kind of thing. So leaving the kayak sat in the sun all day. And we've actually used the shade, or the cover that we had now, for the tent. And it does actually make a difference. Having that piece of shade on top of the tent keeps it quite nice and cool, and it's still manageable to sit in the shade.
Yes, it has been so hot up here. So anything we can do to make it a little bit cooler, manageable is good. Because yeah, as Sarah said, we've got the 2 fans up here. The dogs have just been collapsed. Yeah. Not dangerously, you know, just like flat out, just lying in front of the fan.
But from tomorrow, I think the weather is going to go a bit cooler. You know, it's going to be 27, 28 degrees, which is a lot better than, you know, into the sort of way into the 30s. But the thing is, when it's so hot, this is why we disappear up north in the summer, because July and August gets crazy. This is why we go to places like the Arctic Circle.
It gets a bit
and
too
it's
much.
for the doggies as well. I mean, for example, now we're only taking the dogs out first thing in the morning or late in the evening, because we're really worried about their paws on the hot ground during the hot days. So it literally is, you know, I mean, they're fine, they can last all day without needing to go for peas anyway, so we sort of wait until it gets into the evening, don't we, and then take them out when it's this hot.
But they enjoy being outside anyway. Yeah, there's plenty of shade up here. I mean, without the tent, we haven't been staying in the tent every night because the weather's been a bit hit and miss. We've had some like thunderstorms, high winds. It's all been a little crazy. Some nights are too hot, but it's nice having the tent up here because it gives shade to the terrace. Otherwise, if it's just the tiles, we'd just be burning our feet.
Well, the tent hasn't been taken down. It's been up here for weeks and weeks now, hasn't it? And having the rugs on the floor as well is massive, because obviously the rug gets warm, but you can stand on the rug no problem. Without the rug, you can't actually stand on the tiles, and again we have to think about the doggies.
So even though it is really hot, we're not complaining.
No.
Because yeah, we're quite happy that we have been kind of on lockdown in our little village, because we do love the village. The dogs love it. There's so many different walks you can do. We've shown in previous videos. We are going to do a tour and show you more of the village, but you know, we've got the castle walk up there, we've got a river walk. It's so nice just walking through the village. Like, it's a typical whitewashed Andalusian village, and there's so many, you know, nice flowers out, and we've got a little park on the way down to the shops. It's just, yeah, it's not a bad place to be locked down, really.
Yeah. Anyways, we need to get on with our barbecue because it is getting late. We were going to film this vlog quite early. We thought, oh, we'll just start the vlog, you know, the early this afternoon. But it was so hot that we thought we'll just wait until the sun actually drops behind the hill there with the castle on it, because then it's just so much nicer. So for our little barbecue this evening, we're having the usual suspects. We're having loads of lovely barbecued vegetables. And then I'm going to have a little crack at making some curried sausages. I don't know if they're going to end up like sausages. I don't know what they're going to end up like, but I've just got some random ingredients in here. We've got lentils, red pepper, onions, garlic, curry spices, oats, and linseed or flaxseed ground. And I'm going to just use this blender today, my hand blender. And actually, this is a funny story. This blender was one of the things that was in this house when we bought this house. There wasn't much in here, it was just a load of junk. The house needed completely re-renovating, as we've said before, but this was just laying around and it had been completely chewed up by mice or rats. The cable here, which has got tape on it, was completely chewed up, and rather than throw it in the bin, I thought, I'm going to tape up that cable and see if it works. And this still works. And we've had it now, we've had the house for 10 years. I use it so much, it comes away with us in the van, and it's still going. Now, this is not an advert for Brawn, but yes, they make good hand blenders. Because who knows how old this thing is? It's probably years and years old, and it's still going strong. Anyway, sorry, I'm just...
Anyway, you're chit-chatting again.
Anyway, I'm going on and on. But yes, I'm going to blend all of these ingredients up with this. Oh, yes, with this, and we're going to try and attempt to make some little vegan sausages. So there you go. If you ever wondered what sausages were made of, now you know. So that's my sausage meat. We've just got to make them into sausages now. Actually smells really good. So let's see how these form into sausages and then how they're going to cook on our barbecue.
So while Sarah's preparing her little sausages there and Charlie's trying to crawl across the rug to sneak over for a little lick of them, I'll just talk about what we've been getting up to, really. Now, you've seen some of it because we've been obviously putting out a couple of videos a week. But yeah, we've just kind of adapted. It's funny how you just adapt to this new normal, this new life. You know, we are totally missing van life, which seems like a distant memory now. But we've kind of adapted to being back in a house. You know, we have gone a little bit funny. We've been moving the rooms round, but just getting on with things. Like Sarah's now moved into my previous sort of office studio. Now that's her creative, messy, chaotic room. She's got my studio, which I'm quite glad about actually, because that gets really hot. You know, most of our house is made up of these huge, well, downstairs at least is made up of these really thick walls, like 1 meter thick. So downstairs is like we've got aircon, it's so nice in the summer. But upstairs, especially the room Sarah's working in now, gets so hot. So so she can have that. And I've moved my sort of office where I do the editing into our bedroom, which is, yeah, it's nice. It's a bit cooler in there. Got the exercise bike in there because there's more room now, and we've got like a ceiling fan, so that keeps us cool while we're doing that. And it's quite nice because we've got these thick window ledges which the dogs love to sit in when the sun's not on it. Charlie and Dizzee are quite happy sat on the bedroom window ledge, so I'm working and Charlie's just sat there looking at me. And then when we're downstairs in the lounge, we've changed it all around now, so we've kind of got like a dining room area separated from the lounge, moved that around. So the sofa's next to the window, so the dogs can just jump up and get onto the window ledge themselves. So yeah, that's really nice. So when they're not outside and we're not on the roof, they're kind of still outside on the window ledge. I've been sorting through footage, sorting through photographs, going through all the drone footage and going through old clips for B-roll to keep, trimming it down, which is nice because we may not be on our travels, but going back through old photographs and footage sort of takes you back to the time when we were still travelling. So so yeah, it's been all right.
So a lot more sausages than I'd originally planned to make. They get a bit too much mixture. But let's see how these cook up on the barbie. Exciting, isn't it? I've never actually made my own sausages before. I mean, I guess it's just like burgers, but a different shape, isn't it? All looking very good. The sausages have turned out brilliantly. We've got corn going on with some honey soy dressing. We've got the lovely green Spanish peppers at the back there that are actually getting a bit too cooked, but that's a barbecue. You need a bit of black. Yeah, courgettes and eggplant or aubergine also cooking really well. And this is it's a little vegan kind of roll thing. We've been a bit lazy with this one. This one's not from scratch. This one we got from the supermarket when we were out on the coast the other day. It's what's it called? Seitan. So we've got a good load of food going on. Probably too much food, as always when we have a little barbecue.
It's got a little bit too late. The light is fading. It's a lovely temperature though, so we're gonna have a nice evening. We're gonna tuck into this food, a few drinks. Maybe get the disco tent going on. So
we'll see you all in the morning. I cannot believe that we almost forgot the asparagus. We got all this food.
One healthy barbecue. Morning, campers. Oh, look at that.
The air mattress has gone right down in the night, which is weird because it's not done this ever, but it's like it's almost flat. But it actually feels really comfortable, you know, because it's kind of goes, yeah, anyway. So, see you later.
Darling, get out of bed. The coffee fairies have come.
The coffee fairies have come, Charlie.
Yeah, there's a coffee waiting outside that they've left. Dizzee!
Morning, Diz.
Morning. Oh, look, this is what he does. Back under the covers.
It's actually quite cold, or coolish, isn't it? It's quite cool. That's the good thing about sleeping up here is it's so much cooler than the house.
Actually slept really well last night, and it's so nice waking up to a beautiful sunrise over the hills.
That's nice. A little bit of haze in the valley as the sun comes up. This has to be my like favourite time of the day. Even though I could probably sleep for another couple of hours.
Yeah, the disco tent came out briefly.
Very briefly, very briefly. In fact, we watched our show last night. We watched a bit of Peaky Blinders on the projector screen up here, which is pretty cool. And so it's good to actually make it up for sunrise today. And I don't know, it's a nice time of the day. There's nobody about, so you just hear the bird song.
So many birds here as well. Never actually get bored of watching the vultures flying up above the castle. They're so cool.
So cool.
What are you doing, darling?
There's 2 vultures sat on the rock there, and I'm trying to take a photograph from here to get the picture of the vultures on my phone. But it's actually really, really cool. But I don't know if I can get the picture or not. If I can, I'll put it on the film.
Yeah, on that rock. Oh, by the way, that barbecue last night was absolutely delicious.
Oh, it was
and
good.
the best thing is about a barbecue is we've got loads left today. We actually did a little bit of research last night into phase 2. And at first we were a little bit worried because at first it said you can now go down the beach, which is what we've been wanting to do for ages.
Yeah. Or in the countryside, you know, take the dogs and go off for the day. And I think we can do that, can't we now?
But at first it said you have to book an appointment online to go to the beach. We were like, oh, what? Are you serious?
Yeah. But we've kind of later found out that that is the case in cities. So if you're in Barcelona or anywhere
Really busy built up areas.
Anywhere where there's a busy beach, you have to actually book online I think for the duration of the summer. That's what it was saying. But where we are in our area, as far as we know, you can just go to the beach. They're still having the time slots for the elderly, so from 10 till 12 and from 7 till 8 in the evening. That's the elderly slot, so we can't intervene.
We can't go out,
We
basically.
We can't be out in those times. But we can in our village because we don't have time slots, but in other places.
I mean, it's all a bit funny because it's all a bit confusing, the whole dogs not being allowed in cars. We're not sure whether that's true or not. I think we're just going to risk it. But certain things, you don't want to get a big fine, do you?
You don't want to get a fine. They will issue fines, won't they? That's
they
the
have
thing.
been issuing fines.
I think for the first couple of days, because it's from tomorrow, today is Sunday, I think for the first couple of days we're just going to sort of wait, aren't we? And then but by the end of the week we would like to have some sort of day out, I think, for sure, and then see what it is like out. Maybe go to the beach, take the dogs and just go for it.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Nice.
That's where we're at.
Anyway, I think we're going to get another coffee, wake up a bit more, stop waffling and get on with our day.
Today is Sunday, and you know what happens on Sundays, don't you? It's like a little ritual now, Sunday afternoon, a good old-fashioned game of Scrabble.
I can't believe you just admitted that, Dan.
That's what we do on a Sunday.
Rock and roll, baby!
So we'll have to edit this video and play Scrabble. And oh, you want to show off your juggling skills because you were getting really good at that last night.
No, not really. Under the pressure, I'll just crumble. But we'll see. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this video.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully the next video will be 2 little free birds floating around the province.
Hope you had a good bank holiday weekend.
Yep.
And whatever you did, inside or outside, take care and we'll see you in the next video.
Stay safe, everyone. It's been a long time coming, and it's actually quite late here now. It's almost 10 o'clock, in fact. But that's the thing, in Spain you do eat really late. It's not like... Oh, I'm just waffling.